So for the past few weeks, I've really been focusing on and wanting and manifesting um, getting my own apartment. And I realized what I truly want. Like, I do think it's important for me to have my own space. And I think that it's not so much about me moving out so I'm living someplace else. It's more so me allowing myself to create a space where I feel like it's my energy, where I feel safe creatively, knowing that no matter where I go, I have somewhere to go that's mine, that I can be and create freely and just do and exist freely. I think that a lot of people do not have that, and I think it's very apparent in my life right now that I 100% need a space like that. And I think that me having my own space would expand all of my relationships with everybody in my life, only because, like, at least for me, what I think the pattern is me searching for a safe space within people, and then I get extremely triggered when they do something that I don't like, because it's like, damn, I have no safe place to go. I don't even feel safe and allowed to be myself completely in my house that I live in now. Like, no shade, but I think that everybody deserves a place where they can go, where they can completely just be them 100% and just exist and feel accepted. And once I do have and curate a space like that for myself, I know that I'll always have that safety. I'll always be safe there, you know? So I won't have to constantly look for that safety and security and comfortability within people. It won't be something that's so prominent in my life, and it won't be something that is so, it's so like, it's all emotional. Oh my God, it's all emotional. My cousin texted me. But yeah, I did a tarot card reading on myself today, and I really do want to get more into it. But trust me, I'm already into it, like, as much, like, but I think that I really want to just be a little bit more consistent and intentional with just, like, not just doing readings of myself when I feel confused. I want to do it so often where it's like, okay, like, I want to make it a part of my morning ritual. Like, I'll channel, like, my own energy and pull a card for the day, or at the end of the day, like, I'll pull a card to analyze my own energy and just work with myself through that, and just really making sure, like, I'm really journaling and taking notes with every reading that I do, because it's like, I could, like, see this spread right now and analyze it internally and not write it out, and it's like, for me at least, to remember certain things, or like, it's just good to have something to refer back to. What the hell? Oh my God, these bees. What? I never seen nothing like that before in my life. It was like 50 bees. What the hell? Nah, no way. That's fucking crazy. That's crazy. You hear that shit? Anyway, let's get into this reading. So I pulled the Wheel of Fortune. I pulled the 8 of Pentacles reversed, and I pulled the Six of Wands, and then at the end, once again, going 3 for 3, is the High Priestess. Now, I have so much to say about this card because she's been on my ass all year since fucking January, bro. I actually been saying that I wanted to kind of stop cursing as much as I do. I'll practice that. But anyway, because that last sentence was crazy. But yeah, Wheel of Fortune, 8 of Pentacles reversed, Six of Wands, High Priestess at the end. Now, the High Priestess, first of all, as I was dealing the cards, I was saying to myself, I always do 3 cards. I should do 4. I deal out the 3 cards because it's just natural for me to stop at 3. And then I was just going to stop the reading there and analyze the 3 cards. But then I said, Amari, you just said you wanted to start dealing 4 cards instead of 3. So just do it. And that within itself, before I even finished the story, that within itself was just so... It was so important because I literally said that I wanted to deal 4 cards, but instead I was just going to repeat the habit and do 3 instead of just doing what I literally just said. And I think that definitely can be applied to every aspect of my life, because it's like I'll say that I want to do things in X, Y, Z, and Z, and then I'll just turn around and do what I'm used to doing. And I think that I think that I have to really start checking myself more, like I did today. And then when I dealt the 4th card, it was the High Priestess. Now, sometimes before I go to sleep, I'll put a random card. Like I'll shuffle the deck before I go to bed. I don't look at the card. I take a random card. I put that shit under my pillow. Boom. Right? I have been doing a lot of kind of reading and writing and intentional work around embodying High Priestess energy. And I pulled the card, I put it under my pillow, I went to sleep. The dream that I had that night, I wrote it down. I think I wrote it down. I hope I wrote it down. Oh my God, I hope I wrote that shit down. I really hope I wrote it down, y'all. Oh my God. Oh, yes, the High Priestess. To start living and doing. Okay. It's this. I'm gonna read it. I truly believe I time jumped when I had my solo show. So much has happened and continued to happen since then. I feel like part of me and beliefs I had about life as a whole is shifting in ways I didn't expect. I am a leader. I am admired. Also, I am working on building trust with myself. We could skip over that. I think time spent with friends truly is becoming more of a priority for me, especially since I have friends I can create with, which is important to me. I'm sorry, when I wake up, I just be scribbling. It's gonna take me a second. All right. Oh, we boarded the plane that was straight on the lot. There was no terminal and no gate. I was in school with my friend, reliving a day that we had so many times. I remember in the dream, I felt like there was this strong sense of familiarity, and it just felt like it didn't feel like deja vu. It kind of just felt like I already know how this is gonna end. Like I already know what's going on. Like in the dream, I was in school. I was back in school, like elementary school, with my cousins and like my friends from then. And it was just like interactions that were happening. Like I wasn't a kid. Like I was like my own age. The setting doesn't really matter. What matters is the plot. Okay? And I just got this sense of being in a loop. Like, I already know how this is gonna go. Like, I already know what she's about to say. I already know what he's about to say. I already know. Like, I've seen this movie before, guys. I've seen this show before. Yeah, we was reliving the same day. I was experiencing deja vu, but only because we was doing the same shit. My key takeaway from this dream, I suppose, is that I have to start. Is this still recording? Oh. Is that I have to start living and doing different if I want different outcomes in life. I woke up, I said, nah, what the fuck? That dream was so profound. It was so, all of these things. I said, oh my goodness, I cannot wait to see, what card was under my pillow. I pull it out, and it's the very same card that I've been, like, actively trying to embody. And my notes for the dream, I said, the high priestess, wow. And then I just was describing, like, my feeling, like, in the dream. And I said, heightened intuition, gut feelings, symbolism, secrets uncovered. Let me tell you something. I think that everything for me that I'm learning right now, it's not even like physical shit. Like, I don't feel like I learn anything in the physical world. Everything that I learn is like from everything else that we can't like fucking see and hear and smell. And like, not many people will understand what that means, but I think that all of the growth that I've been doing has been external, but not in a physical sense, if you know what I mean. But yeah, this reading, let's get back to it. So that's why I say all that to say, that's why me pulling this card as my fourth card is so crazy. That's why it's so crazy. It's all interconnected. It's crazy. It's insane. I need some water. But let's get into this reading. Wheel of Fortune. I'm just a lucky duck.